Today, we are going to continue our lessons by dealing with singular and plurals. Our previous lesson was on types of noun or noun types. Here, we then proceed straight to organization of our lesson. We are first going to look at the singular nouns. We are going to look at singular nouns, then irregular plurals, followed by irregular plurals, then Latin and Greek plurals. We went straight to zero plurals, and finally plurals of compound nouns. Get ready, you're brilliant students, and we hope that we are going to do very well, even more than what you did in our previous lessons. Look carefully at the pictures that are put before you. You are to write in full sentences identification of each of the pictures. Write your answers in full sentences. We believe that you are brilliant students. You are going to do well. So what is picture A? What is picture B? What is picture C? What is picture D? What is picture E? Then what is picture F? You are brilliant students. I'm sure your answers are not different from mine. Right? Sure? Your answers are not different from mine. Right? Okay. So we say A is a spoon. B is a pot. C is a knife. D is a bucket. E is a house. F is a bed. Well, you might have written that E is a building. Whatever you put it there, you are correct. All right. Let's move on and see. For this one too, what do you see in A? Box A, then box B. You being a brilliant student and writing your responses in full sentences, your answer is never going to be different from mine. So what does box A contain? What does box B contain? Okay, box A contains 6 spoons. You might have written box A contains spoons. You are correct. You realize that the S at the end of spoons has been made red. We just want to highlight it to you to tell you its significance. We just want to tell you its significance. We just want to tell you its significance. Its significance. We just want to tell you its significance. So, because more than one spoon contains more than one spoon, so we say spoons. We put S at the end of the singular noun. So in the previous one, you said a spoon, meaning only one. You said a house, only one. You said a knife, only one. You said a pot, because only one. So now, we are going to say B contains 6 pots. You might have written it contains pots. You are correct. It contains pots. You are correct. Pots. The S at the end of the singular makes the word plural. It makes the noun plural. We are going to observe the rules. How to write the plural of nouns and also how to pronounce them. All right, let's move on. So let's look at regular plurals. So when we say regular plurals, the Singular just takes S inflection at the end of the word, and that is all. Meaning we just put S at the end of the singular noun and we get the plural form. So dog, we have dogs. When we talk of singular, we mean single, only one of the item, single. So singular comes from the word single, singular. And then the plurals, meaning it is in multiples, right? So dog, dogs. Quiz, quizzes. We are now coming to the rules. Quiz, we have quizzes. Quiz, we have quizzes. When the word ends in letter Z, we put E before adding the S, so quizzes. In the same way, when the word ends in letter S, each, we put E there before putting the S. So we have bush, bushes. So we have bush, bushes. Then when the word ends in CH, it follows the same rule. We put the ES. So church, churches. Similarly, when the word ends in SE, the sound becomes like S, like house. However, the E, we maintain the original E and put S there straight away. So house, we have houses. When the word ends in X, letter X, E comes before the S, so the same ES. However, when the word ends in letter Y, we change the Y to I and then bring ES. So country, we have countries. Baby, we have babies. Body, we have bodies. Boy, here we have boys. So what we are saying is that when the letter before the last Y is a vowel, when it is a vowel, we put SD straight away. So O being a vowel, we put SD straight away and say boy, boys. Monkey, monkeys, because E comes before letter Y and E is a vowel. We then say toy, toys, because O is a vowel. So S comes straight away. We have valleys. These are the rules governing the writing of plurals. We call this one regular plurals because they follow a special order. They are regular. You can predict them. We know them straight away that because it's like this, we just put it there like that. We are gone. Right? That's why we see regular plurals. That is why we see regular plurals. That is why we see regular plurals. Let's look at other rules, choice of words, and all that. So we have piano, pianos, radios. We have videos. For videos, you realize that the last two letters are even vowels. We put them straight away. When the last letter of the word is O, the rule applies here, ES, to make the plural. So we have hero, heroes, potato, potatoes, volcanoes. We may have tomatoes and many more. Let's look at irregular plurals. Let's now look at irregular plurals. Changing the vowel. Here, formation of the plurals needs special attention. Formation of the plurals needs special attention. Let's look at changing of vowels. We then have man. We change the middle vowel to E and say men. We call such words irregular because the plural is somehow totally different from the root word, from the singular. What it means here is that if you do not know the word man, you may not know that men is related to man. Unlike book, you take the S away, you realize that, oh, this one is books. Let's look at a word like foot. The plural is a feet. The plural is feet. The vowel has changed to E. Let's look at tooth. We then get teeth. The vowel has changed. Man, men. The same way we have woman, women. Goose, geese. Mouse, mice. So you realize how the irregular nouns are like. The singular and the plurals are quite different. So we've spoken about changing of vowels. Let's look at adding en or ren to the singular to form the plural. Looking at what is being written here, the first word that might come into your mind is children, child. We then bring in ren to get children. Ozen. Then let's look at changing the F to V. You then have calf, calves, knife, knives, leaves, life, lives, loaf, loaves, chefs, thieves, wives, wolves. We are continuing with the regular nouns, regular plurals, but here, believe straight away take S. So here is more or less exception. The V doesn't change. Here, should we say this one is irregular? No. We've put it under irregular pronouns, irregular nouns because we are expecting it to change to V, then ES. But it doesn't happen that way, meaning it didn't follow some already established rule. It didn't follow a certain established rule, then that makes it irregular. We have chefs, chiefs, crafts, proofs, reefs, roofs, right? So that is for the regular and the irregular pronouns, regular and irregular nouns, plurals, right? We are here going to look at the Greek and Latin plurals. When we talk about Greek and Latin plurals, all what we mean is there are some nouns whose plurals most often than not, looks totally, entirely different from the singular. It could look totally different from it. So let's look at aluminous, alumini, appendix, appendices, axis, axis, crisis, criterion, criteria, curriculum, curricula, diagnosis, right? We move on to zero plurals. When we say zero plurals, the singular and the plural are the same. So zero, no plurals. The same word is a singular and the same word is a plural, so zero plurals. Let's look at sheep. I have one sheep. Yeah? I think I should say I have a sheep. Yeah. I just want to bring the number there to get it better. A sheep. Two sheeps. No, we don't say sheeps. We rather say two sheep. Deer. One deer. I have a deer. I have two deers. No, we don't say that. We say I have two deer. Fish. I have a fish. I have two fish. Please watch here attentively. When you say fishes, what do you mean is that two different kinds of fishes or different varieties of fishes. What I mean here is that tilapia, mudfish, meaning they are two different fish. So when you say you have two fishes, what comes into the mind of the listener is that you have different varieties of fishes. But when you have tilapia, two of them in a bucket, and you don't want to mention tilapia, you will straight away say, I have two fish in the bucket. Please get it here very well. You have two fish in the bucket means they are of the same kind. But the moment you say two fishes, whoever understands English properly knows that they are of different kind. Two fishes, different kinds of fish. But two fish means fish of the same kind. So aircraft. Salmon. Mackerel. They are all zero plurals. Let's come to plurals of compound nouns. Here we have bedroom, bedrooms. They are even being written as one word. So what we want to draw attention to here is that for words of this kind, the S to make it plural comes at the end of the word. And when we say the end of the word, we mean the second word. Second. When we say second, we mean from left to right. All right. Gin and tonic. We say gin and tonics. Grass dish, grass dishes. Gunfight, gunfights. Motorbike, motorbikes. Pop group, pop groups. 2-year-old, 2-year-olds. Weekends. Compounds ending in an adverb also generally follow regular rule. So, breakdowns, checkups, cruise-ups, takeovers. Plurals of compound nouns as we continue here. We have standbys, laybys, standbys. The following two compounds are exceptional in taking the inflection on the first element. Let's look at them. We have listener in, listeners in. We have passerby, passers by. A few compounds ending in full, like spoonful, we may say spoonfuls or spoonsful. Mouthful, mouthfuls or mouths full. Compounds ending in law. Sister-in-law, sisters-in-law or sister-in-laws. Brothers-in-law or brother-in-laws. Father-in-law or fathers-in-law. Mothers-in-law or mother-in-laws. Noun and a post-modifying adjective also allow both alternatives. So we have court-martial, courts-martial, or court-martials. Attorney general, attorneys general, or attorney generals. Poet laureate or poets laureate. Post-modifying adjective or prepositional phrase. Commander-in-chief, commanders-in-chief. Heir apparent, heir apparent. Notary public, notaries public. Right of way, rights of way. In conclusion, a singular noun refers to a single item. The plural of a noun is usually made by adding a suffix to the singular. When we are talking about just one thing, a singular noun is used. A plural noun is used when we are talking about two or more people, places, or things. Thank you for your attention. Hope to see you during the next lesson.